We live in a world obsessed with crime. Actually real, and how much is just an illusion? What if everything you think you know about serial killers is just a lie created by TV? Welcome to the first room of our museum. Let's begin our journey by breaking a modern myth. Between 1979 and 1983, the FBI's Behavioral Science Unit interviewed 36 incarcerated sexual murderers to build the foundation of criminal profiling. But from this small, non-representative sample, major cultural myths were born. Hollywood movies and media sold us the image of the serial killer as an evil genius, an infallible monster, or a lone predator traveling from state to state. But real sociological data shatters this fiction. Criminologist Eric Hickey analyzed centuries of cases and revealed a completely different reality. 15% of serial killers are women. Over 50% are local offenders who operate strictly in their own neighborhoods, not across the country. And only 8% of male serial killers act purely for sexual motives. Most serial killers are not mastermind manipulators, but terrifyingly ordinary people. Real cases are solved by systematic teamwork, forensic science, and ordinary public reports, not by magical intuition. Because real justice is born from the truth of facts. By stripping away the Hollywood myth, we finally see the truth. As we step into the next hall. Welcome to Room 2. The screen illusion. Every day, we are bombarded by breaking news and true crime stories. In the 1970s, sociologist George Gerbner introduced the cultivation theory and the mean world index. His research proved that violence depicted on screen is 10 times higher than in real life. Heavy TV viewers slowly develop 4 psychological distortions. They overestimate their chances of being attacked, fear walking alone at night, view police work as constant action, and develop a general social paranoia. Media focuses on murder and kidnapping, statistically the rarest crimes in society. Look at the official data. According to ISTAT and Ministry of Interior reports in Italy, homicides plummeted from over 1,500 in the 1990s to less than 500 today, a drop of over 60%. Yet, over 28% of citizens feel unsafe walking in their own neighborhood at night. Our brains confuse media repetition with real-world frequency. Understanding this truth gives us back control over our thoughts. By changing what we feed our minds and choosing clear data over media drama, the world around us becomes much safer than media wants us to believe. Understanding the truth gives us back control over our thoughts. Every fact we learn acts like a bright light, illuminating dark corners. When we look at crime through science, we see the world as it really is. Now, take a breath as we step into the third hall of our museum. Welcome to the third room, the geometry of fear. In 1982, sociologists James Q. Wilson and George L. Kelling introduced the famous broken windows theory. They argued that physical disorder, like a single unrepaired window, signals a complete breakdown of social control. This theory was built on Philip Zimbardo's landmark 1969 experiment. Two identical cars were abandoned, one in the Bronx, New York, and one in Palo Alto, California. The car in the Bronx was stripped within hours. The car in Palo Alto remained untouched for a week until Zimbardo smashed a window with a sledgehammer. Within hours, passers-by joined in the destruction. Later, the Newark Foot Patrol experiment in the late 1970s revealed a fascinating paradox. Increasing police foot patrols did not significantly reduce actual crime rates, but it dramatically lowered citizens' fear. Why? Because our brains confuse environmental disorder with physical threat. Physical and social incivilities, litter, graffiti, abandoned buildings, act as premature warnings of danger. Fear is not always driven by real crime, but by environmental cues of neglect. By understanding this mechanism, we can separate real danger from environmental anxiety and look at how physical space itself can be redesigned to restore safety. To understand how architecture shapes behavior, we must turn to architect Oscar Newman's 1972 concept of defensible space. Newman proved that urban layout directly influences crime. When environments lack territorial boundaries, natural surveillance, and community ownership, fear and crime thrive. Spaces that belong to everyone end up belonging to no one. This realization birthed CPTED, Crime Prevention Through Environmental Design. Criminologists proved that proper lighting, clear sight lines, and physical boundaries do not merely deter offenders. They empower citizens to reclaim their public spaces, transforming passive anxiety into active safety. As we step into the next room. Welcome to the fourth room, the architecture of moral panics. In 1963, sociologist Howard Becker published his groundbreaking work, Outsiders. Establishing labeling theory. Becker demonstrated that deviance is not a quality of the act a person commits, but rather a consequence of the rules and sanctions applied to them by society. A decade later, in 1972, sociologist Stanley Cohen coined the concept of moral panics and folk devils. Cohen proved that when society experiences collective anxiety, media and institutions often identify a specific group as a threat to societal values. This process follows a predictable cycle. An exaggerated event occurs. Media amplifies the threat. Moral entrepreneurs demand harsher measures, and the public focuses its anxiety on a visible scapegoat. Statistical data reveals a profound disconnect. While public fear heavily targets visible street crime and marginalized groups, data shows that white-collar crime, financial fraud, and domestic offenses cause far greater social and economic harm, yet receive a fraction of the public outrage. By recognizing how moral panics are constructed, we learn to look past societal scapegoats and analyze the structural roots of harm. As we prepare to enter the final hall. Welcome to the fifth and final room, the rational horizon. Throughout this exhibition, we have deconstructed the illusions that shape our fear of crime. We saw how media saturation distorts our perception of real-world frequency. And how cultural mythologies replace statistical data. We explored how environmental neglect breeds unwarranted anxiety. And how physical space can be designed to restore confidence. We exposed how societal panic identifies scapegoats, diverting attention away from structural sources of harm. True security is not built on emotional outrage or exaggerated threat. Demands evidence-based policies and objective risk assessment. When we consume media with a critical mind, we break the cycle of cultivation and fear. We reclaim control over our perception of our neighborhoods and streets. Understanding the science of crime perception empowers us as citizens. It allows us to demand real solutions rather than symbolic punishment. Thank you for walking through this virtual exhibition. May this knowledge guide your perspective in the real world.